Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. Alhaji Dr. Bawumia doesn't live for himself. Helping put smiles on the faces of especially the underprivileged has been his hallmark from the get-go.
He loves to give in work. He loves to give in terms of helping other people. He loves to give in terms of community, his service to community, and he's done so much to so many people across the country, irrespective of tribe, creed, religion. You know, he's helped mosques, he's helped churches, he just helps anybody who needs help that he's able to help. Sometimes he doesn't even have to be asked, right? Once he sees there's a need, he'll offer his service. He's just an incredible person.
And if there's any doubt about this attribute of his, listen to Reverend Father Andrew Campbell, founder of the Lepers Aid Committee.
He's really been a blessing to us here at Wager. And you know, as soon as he moved into his new house, his house there in Cantonment, the first thing, his house warmer. Who did he invite? He invited the lepers and the street children. No other people came, just we were invited. And not only that, himself and Samira, they served everybody. They had a wonderful, wonderful time. So I'll always remember his house warmer. Now, every year, we have World Leprosy Day here. He comes every year to our World Leprosy Day. Christmas party, he comes here. Last Christmas, he came here for the Christmas party. He phoned on Christmas Eve, Father, I'm coming Christmas Day to celebrate Christmas with you. And again, a big spread. And again, he served everybody. You know, these are the things, you know, that strike me. A man who loves the poor, a man who has that empathy for the poor and for the needy.
Dr. Bawumia's relationship with the lepers in Ghana gladdens the heart of many.
Since he came into office as vice president, has always been there for the lepers. Every year he entertains them, he goes there and helps them out with whatever they need. And I think that is very, very heartwarming and caring. It shows that he's a caring man. And so that side of him is something that I really admire.
We were talking about the Ghana card. You know, many of the people here don't have fingers, so they have no fingerprints. So we went to NIA and we asked them to come here and take a time and time again. We're coming. We have no fingerprints. So they didn't come. And I asked the vice president, well, what can we do? And he said to me, don't worry, he said, Father, I'll take care. He went to the NIA and he got the top men and brought them all here. The top men. And they all came here. And that day, everybody here got a Ghana card. Everybody. That's how much he loves these people.
We will never be tired of thanking him, because he's also not tired of blessing us. We have about 7 leper colonies in Ghana: Hu, Kukufu, Ankafu, Upper West, Upper East, and even Tamale also. So everything that he gives us here, that goes there. So all of us, we pray for him. And it's somebody that is also our patron. Sometimes he invites us to the house. We go and eat and dine with him on the table. Myself and Father, we do go to his house early in the morning like this. Before he wake up also, we are there already. So he is somebody that, in fact, God will bless him.
Dr. Bawumia is a man of such a great heart. It reminds me of what God said about David. You know, that David's heart was the reason why he chose him. It wasn't any other thing. But when you have somebody with a good heart, like Dr. Bawumia, you know, you really have someone who has the interest of everybody in the nation at heart, including even those who hate him. That's what a good heart does.
Dr. Bawumia has been of great help to many, but one kind gesture to a little girl with leprosy who had been suffering with a serious condition is one that Reverend Father Campbell cannot forget. Father Campbell recalls that there was no hospital in Ghana that could help this little girl. The situation was dire and helpless until Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia showed up.
And I mentioned all the places we've been to, all the doctors we've been to, and nobody has a solution. And it's getting worse. Not only is it open, but water is coming out of it. Where's the water from? Nobody knows. And you know what he told me? You know what the Vice President said to me? He said, Father, you find a hospital anywhere in the world and I'll pay for it. I'll pay for this little girl.
A children's hospital in Rome knew what to do for this girl. And true to his promise, Dr. Bawumia paid in full the cost of her treatment.
She went with one caretaker, like a social worker from here. So two of them there. He paid their way there and way back. He's paid for her accommodation. He's paid for the medical care. Now that girl's wound, if I showed you her, I talked to her on the phone today, just about an hour ago. The wound is healed. It just has to get the last stages of healing. And at the end of the month, she's going to an intensive care rehabilitation for a new prosthetic leg. And that girl will come back here running. Whatever it is, you know, when I'm with the Vice President and he sees people like this, his heart goes out to them. He feels for them. He has that empathy.
When Papa, whatsoever
he is doing for us here is something that God is aware of it. Yesterday he brought us money, about 61,000 Ghana cedis. There's something that I wanted to say. That 61, just remove the 1 and add it to the 7, to the 6, making 7. So that 7 is complete. 61, but just take the 1, add to the 6. So we are having 7 there, complete. In the Bible, this thing, 7 is complete. So whatsoever he is going to do, or whatsoever he is doing now, is going to be complete, without any stress.
He is a very caring father and a husband too.
He's very caring. He's sensitive. He knows. He's able to balance it, even though he does spend a lot of time doing other things and giving off. But as a family, we don't feel like we are missing anything. You know, he loves his children. He's very close to them. Doesn't spend as much time as he probably would want to with them, but they are very close. All the kids are very close to him, and yeah, he's as good on the outside as he is at home.
One distinct attribute of the man Dr. Bawumia is his non-discriminatory nature. For his primary school friend, Mr. Ankama, the surprise he pulled on them at his mother's Thanksgiving service gives credence to this attribute.
Minim said no one know. Kwasi da ye kwa sorry no. No asaba. Se obede kumase. Nti anofa no, no ne asaba insuta. Se wonim ye obisa sorry ne yi nyina na wonitim. Waba eti aso dem ho ne yemum the TV. Nti obi na edi ka friend say hey, madam fo no abawo. Oti aso dem ho. O wa na di mirika na me ko hia ne ho. No, I saw a program to collection or to be.
He's a champion of religious tolerance. That's one thing I like about him. He goes to church. This cathedral, my cathedral, he has been here before. He goes to everywhere. He goes to church. He goes to the mosque. He meets clergy. He meets imams, and he has used his family as a practical example, how his siblings, some of them are Christians, some of them are Muslims, and they are getting on. I think this is the best person to become a president, who can bring all of us together.
A leader who is empathetic makes right decisions. A leader who has empathy will do right by the people, and that is who he is.
Just unity there, or promote Caneno, who soon free Nepapao, Sharubutu, neighbor to him said 2020 Alban or buy ɔbaeɛ no no ɔse yɛn estimate na on renovate Nyamedan no ɛman wɔ aberanteɛ bi wɔ engineer Shadis ɛna obusa Shadis so betumi ɛna ɔso already nso na Shadis wɔ amana kɔsi Nyamedan bi wɔ paran ɛde ama ɔpanin no ano high level ɔpanin no Tijani abɔ ɔpanin no wakɔyɛ ɔkɔ hɔ ɛna ɔne ne kɔyɛ adwuma a ɔyɛ ne Nyamedan no kama ma no nti obusa no na ɛdi so deɛ bɛto 2020 aba ɛna no so no wɔde maa no years wɔde maa no so no ɔbɔ no ho mmɔden ansa na wɔba bɛwie ne ato aba na awie ɛna kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo so ba bɛbieɛ nti Nyamedan no so no ɔno ade ne bɔtɔm sika ɛna ɛyɛ ɔyɛ.
I didn't ask him, but he saw for himself we haven't finished the church. We haven't finished the church. And he asked me, Father, what will it cost? What will it cost to finish the roofing, the painting, the tiles, a toilet and the rest? He said, Father, I want to help you. What will it cost you? I told him 1.5 million. He gave me that 1.5 million. And we started to work there. If you go there now, you find all the scaffolding, you find the lights going up in the ceiling and the roofing and that. I mean, he's been so supportive.
You know, a lot of people are not aware that good people get into politics. Somehow, we have believed the lie that politics is dirty and it's only for bad people. People who are greedy for power, people who are greedy for money, people who want to ride roughshod over their constituents and the people they govern. So we need to tell the story of someone who's different, someone who actually understands what politics and governance mean, someone who knows that you use politics to govern.
One thing also that I have to say to his credit, he has changed the status quo about campaigning every 4 years. People use vehicles belonging to the government, but he has one big bus written, "It is possible, everybody on board." And his campaign is on issues. What he wants to do for us as Ghanaians when he is voted into power as the president, devoid of insults.
From a research assistant to a special assistant and to the position of deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana, the man now became a running mate, a vice president, and now aiming for the topmost position in Ghana to further move Ghana forward.
In terms of his stake for the present-day seat of the presidency in Ghana, I'm ready to give him all the necessary report or support.
For President Kufuor, he has no doubt that God fashioned Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for a time like this.
I believe he's prepared. I think on one occasion I described him as like custom made for our occasion, custom made, fashioned to the purpose we should have to recover the economy of the nation as quickly as possible, to turn the economy around.
At last, we have an economist who really understands how to run the economy, who has passion, to run the economy. So I believe deeply that what he is looking for is for the economy to work. I really believe that. So he will do everything, with one goal of making our economy, the welfare of the people here, improve.
Observing him all these years, I see the kind of hard-working and honest politician that Ghana needs, which is why I wish him well. I wish him good health. I pray that one day he will become president because it will be in our interest. I came to that conclusion and I put 30 years of my own reputation behind him. I didn't consult him. I told my friends I was going to do it because I said somebody has to back this guy. I'm saying all these things because I truly believe in the man, not because of anything he's giving me. It's because of what I think we need from him.
I don't see how anybody else can think of not voting for him. He's the right man for Ghana. He is going to win because God is the one who is going to place him as our leader, the next president of the country.
What I see in him is something that we economists share. We have a passion for the economy to work. You know, like if you're a medical doctor and people are dying from a treatable disease, you really feel uncomfortable. You feel moved to find a solution to the existing problem.
A Ghana where everybody is easy enough to take part. And I'm sure he will bring new ideas to improve upon the economy and whatnot. Like we know what is happening in the various stages of development which he has already carried out.
My soon-to-be president, that is how I'd like to address you. My soon-to-be His Excellency the President of Ghana, Doc, as I usually call you. 61 is a wonderful year. It's a time when wisdom has coalesced, experiences have helped you to shape your thinking. It's a wonderful age. And I am so pleased that this is the age that God has decided to give you the opportunity to rule Ghana, to govern Ghana, to turn Ghana around. This is a direct authority, delegated authority that God is giving you.
The fact that he's not afraid of new ideas, or he's not afraid of people that he works with coming in with their own ideas, that can only be for the good of the country. And I can see that we will be off. You know, for too long, Ghana has been said to be a country of potentials. I think that potential will be realized under President Mahmoud Bawumia.
He's shattered a lot of norms. He's done even. So when you look at his life when he came back to Ghana at the BOG, it wasn't imaginable that he'll end up as deputy governor, given where he started in the research department and within that short period, you know. And akufo-addo picked him 16 years ago. And I don't even think he himself would have imagined that 16 years later, he will be leading this party as the first non-Akan person to lead this party, and then the first Muslim presidential candidate on a major political party ticket. I mean, it's just incredible.
Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is a true man of destiny.
Democracy these days must be underpinned by technocracy. He's got the two of them. And I believe, given the moment, he's still the man of the moment, man of destiny. See how he's come to where he is. And so I want to appeal to the country that, given the difficulties of the times we are in, it's not only Ghana that's in difficult times, but when you look around internationally, leadership should be sort of picked, selected with circumspection. And me, for the sake of Ghana, given the welter of problems we are in, we want to consider somebody for presidency of Ghana from now on, looking ahead. And we've got a person like Bawumia. I believe he's as good a candidate as any you can get in the circumstances, and I support him.